know, the world has gone absolutely mad and nuts. Lying is a new profession, apparently, and the truth doesn't matter.
No.
Why is everybody lying? Why do all of you content creators think that your lies are going to keep working for these weirdos? These people are strange. They have strange habits, they do strange things, and most of them all line up with demonic occultism.
Did you ever have the opportunity where you got invited and you said no to it?
Hell yeah.
What was the
Hell
consequences
yeah.
when you said no?
Puffy invited me for weeks, asking me to come and teach him how to, wanted me to be his acting coach for a while. So then my assistant was like, he wants to hang out with you next week. And I was like, for what? He's like, I think he's trying to f you. That's what my assistant said. And I was like, oh.
Absolutely. Here's a rewritten and cleaned up version of your text, keeping the dramatic and engaging tone while improving clarity and flow. This version is great for a commentary video, blog, or social post. Jaguar Wright just dropped bombs on Terrence Howard and Diddy, and the internet is shooky. Jaguar Wright just came through with some insane tea, and this time, it's got Terrence Howard's name all over it. According to Jaguar, Terrence wasn't just a victim of Diddy's dark side, he might have been helping cover it up too, and the internet. Shook doesn't even begin to describe it, because over the past few days, Terrence had social media in a chokehold with his emotional and wild claims about what Diddy allegedly tried to do to him. People were rallying behind him, feeling bad, even applauding his bravery for speaking out. But now, according to Jaguar Wright, there's a whole lot more Terrence isn't telling us. Jaguar.
Did you ever have the opportunity where you got invited and you said no to it?
Hell yeah.
What was the
Hell
consequences
yeah.
when you said no?
Puffy invited me for weeks, asking me to come and teach him how to, wanted me to be his acting coach for a while. Go there and he's sitting around just looking. I'm like, okay, what's the material you want to work on? He's just looking at me. Then next thing you know, okay, hey, will you help me? I want to hear your music. So I come over there and I play the music. And he's sitting there, just looking at me, like waiting. Okay. So then my assistant was like, he wants to hang out with you next week. And I was like, for what? He's like, I think he's trying to f you. That's what my assistant said. And I was like, oh, okay. Now I get it. So now no more communication. Now you know to be hands off with somebody. A number of producers come in to make the approach, and you threaten to punch them in the mouth, or threaten to knock their head off for talking to you or looking at you like you're a woman. When you approach a real man about his masculinity, you're going to get a real reaction back.
Instead, she's trying to say that Terrence kind of
drops more allegations, and it gets dark fast. Says Terrence Howard is holding back major details and might even be protecting Diddy in ways we didn't expect. Not only that, but she also linked Diddy to multiple recent deaths and alleged cover-ups, claiming that Terrence knew more than he let on. And if what Jaguar is saying is true, it would mean that Terrence hasn't been fully honest with the public, possibly to protect himself, or maybe because the truth is that dangerous. Meanwhile, the feds aren't playing. Word is they've doubled down on their investigation into Diddy, and every new name that gets dragged into this mess only adds fuel to the fire. So just to be clear, Jaguar Wright is not saying that Terrence Howard lied about what Diddy allegedly tried to do to him, but what she is saying, that Terrence might be downplaying his own role in covering up what Diddy's been up to, and that he's got receipts he's not sharing. And if that's true, things are about to get a whole lot more chaotic for everyone involved. Want this turned into a short script, TikTok post, or caption thread for Instagram or X Twitter? Let me know. Here's a rewritten version of your content, tightened up, easier to follow, and structured like a compelling exposé or commentary video. It keeps the dramatic tone and tea-spilling vibe, but adds clarity and flow for better engagement. Jaguar Wright just exposed Terrence Howard for covering up Diddy's darkest secrets, and it's getting messy. Jaguar Wright just dropped another bombshell, and this time, she's putting Terrence Howard right in the middle of Diddy's growing scandal. Now for the past few days, Terrence has had the internet wrapped around his finger, sharing shocking claims about how Diddy allegedly tried to take advantage of him, and for a minute, people were feeling for him. But according to Jaguar, he left out a lot. She's saying Terrence isn't necessarily lying, but he's not telling the whole truth either. And when it comes to Diddy, y'all already know Jaguar never holds back. Jaguar says Terrence Howard is hiding the real tea. According to Jaguar, Terrence only spoke about the surface level stuff, the part everyone already suspects, but he allegedly left out key details about much darker things tied to Diddy, including suspicious deaths and alleged and Jaguar, she's more than happy to spill what he didn't. She even connected Terrence to some serious cover-ups, claiming he's been protecting Diddy from much more explosive secrets, and that's where things get really dark. Diddy, Kim, Porter, and mysterious deaths by now. You've probably heard the long-standing rumors that Diddy may have been involved in Kim Porter's untimely passing. Jaguar says the feds are now digging deep into Kim's death, and they've allegedly found links to other suspicious deaths of people close to her, including her boyfriend Shakir Stewart and best friend Erica Kennedy. Let's rewind for a second. Kim and Diddy had a turbulent
death sentence in the hood,
Yeah.
but with him dying so fast, did you feel like it was like foul play because he literally passed a month?
Naturally we thinking like, this got a gang, that's all, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's all we did, you feel me? So naturally we was like, damn, it could be. But then when we start, after we buried him and all that, now you replaying everything in your head, you like, hold the up. Okay, the homegirl, one of the G homies' sister he been with for all these years, bro, still was with her. We went and asked her, she don't got it. He just had a baby, the baby don't got it. Like, something ain't, you know what I mean? Like, something ain't adding up, you know? So yeah, we all felt like that. We still think that way. Yeah.
But y'all, it gets messier because after Eazy-E passed, people couldn't stop talking about how cold
on-off relationship. During one of their off periods, Kim started dating Shakir Stewart, a respected music exec. When Diddy found out, according to insiders, he allegedly tracked Shakir to his hotel and beat him badly. No security, no hesitation. Soon after that fight, Shakir was found dead, ruled a suicide by a self-inflicted jaw wound. But people close to him weren't buying it. Whispers of a possible warning message started flying, and fingers pointed toward Diddy. Erica Kennedy, best friend, author, silenced. Then there's Erica Kennedy, Kim Porter's best friend, and a prominent voice in fashion, media, and celebrity culture. She released a novel called Bling in 2004, and insiders believe it was a thinly veiled expose on Diddy and his inner circle. The book told the story of a controlling hip-hop mogul manipulating a young female artist. Sound familiar? Erica reportedly said the real-life Diddy-Cassie dynamic was so similar to her fictional story that it freaked her out. She wasn't shy about calling out the dark side of the industry, and not long after announcing plans to write a follow-up, she was found dead. No official cause of death was ever released, just vague mentions of possible suicide. But the silence from authorities was deafening, especially considering how public she was. Friends described her as full of life, making the official narrative hard to swallow. And guess what? She was working on another book allegedly exposing even more secrets before she died. Kimora Lee Simmons. Fire and fallout. Let's not forget Kimora Lee Simmons, another woman close to Kim Porter. When she publicly supported Cassie in her lawsuit against Diddy, she didn't just throw shade, she posted a heartfelt tribute to Kim and even suggested starting a girl gang of women supporting women. Then, out of nowhere, her house caught fire. Thankfully, she and her kids were safe. But the timing? Super suspicious. Jaguar claims this was a pattern. Anyone speaking out ends up silenced, ruined, or worse. And now, Terrence Dean, another author, another mysterious death. Jaguar also brought up Terrence Dean, the author of Mogul, another book believed to be based on Diddy and his rise to power. The story was raw, exposing the power plays, backroom deals, and sex for fame exchanges in the music industry, just like Erica Kennedy. Terrence Dean was planning to write more and publicly name names. Then, he was found dead at home, cause of death. Also never released. Jaguar claims the feds are now reopening both Erica and Terrence's cases, and they're allegedly looking into Diddy again. Is Terrence Howard distracting us on purpose? Jaguar believes that Terrence Howard knows all of this, and yet he chose to only speak about the part we all expected, Diddy being inappropriate. She claims he might be deliberately helping Diddy divert attention from the darker, more dangerous stuff by bringing up a version of the story that's already